Greetings! Welcome to another LGR unboxing of Donations Thing. Y'all have sent in some excellent stuff, it appears, over the past, 5 months. Good grief, haven't done one of these since November 2021. Well, alright, here we are, and yeah, this is a bunch of goodness, so let's just get right to it. Okay, got one here from Mike in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. See a note with a business card in there. As we discussed in the email, one of the awesome viewers of my channel, Stefan, sent me two Atari Tiny Arcades. Neat. Since you like mini stuff, here is one of them. Thank you for the great content. And yes, it's got a channel too, The New Retro Show. Nice. So I remember seeing these whenever they came out, I don't know, a year or two ago or something. Yeah, a little Atari 2600 miniature thing. I love the wood panel walls and like shag carpeting going on with the packaging. Comes with a bunch of little games. Yeah, it's a playable little thing, a little console TV. Dude. Look at that. The 70s-ness of it. Early 80s. So I will need batteries to do anything with this. So maybe I'll save this for a little blurb or something like that. Definitely want to check it out though. Thank you very much for sending one of these over. I just realized that the batteries are already installed in there. You just had to pull out a little tab in the back. Yeah, it's got an adjustable front screen. Neat. Look at this little thing. The little tiny switches even move, like up and down just slightly. They don't do anything. The middle button powers it on, brings you back to the menu. And for some reason, the joystick is inverted in the menus, so pressing up goes down and down goes up. I don't know what that's about, but okay. Let's play Atari 2600 Pac-Man. I don't know if it's just because I haven't played this in a long time or what, but the emulation seems off. Like oddly slow and wonky sounding sound effects. Still super neat though. Just the fact that it is so small. Yeah, I guess you can't actually change any of these options on here with these little switches. That seems a bit of a missed opportunity, but anyway. Either way though, this thing is really, really neat. Hey, there's little legs on here. Oh, it's cute. Fun little toy. Thank you once again for sending it over. All right, got a little package here from Bartaz in Poland. Forgive me on pronunciation. An aluminum wrapped floppy, it appears. Oh, nice. All right, so it's another album. Very cool. Floodplains and Effort Shock by Emru Kithkin. Well, that's awesome. I'll have to check it out. Thank you. I like the logo on the sleeve, or the cover there. So yeah, check it out. Got all of this on that disc here, so a little more than I was expecting. Got some Opus files, compressed Scream Tracker file, album art, XM Play stuff, and actually if you can run the batch file or XM Play, there we go, all loaded straight off the floppy. Got a player and Opus files, this S3M file. Indeed. And then these Opus files. They're really small, like 435K, 298K. Impressive compression. Got one here from Andy. Let's see, what in the, oh, whoa. Look at this. A little wood grain gadget. R&D Center, IR&D 1989, looks like Westinghouse. Oh, I love this. That's lovely. All right, so we spoke in November 2021 about the included Mac Plus owner's guide that we did. It was part of a massive computer parts inventory at Westinghouse Electric. It was sold off at auction in the early 2000s as a small tribute, enclosing a piece of vintage corporate swag. That's so cool. So that is, yeah, straight up from Westinghouse. That's neat. Oh yeah. Yeah, I couldn't say no to this. So this is the owner's guide that goes to the Macintosh Plus, a machine that I don't have, but previously in one of these unboxings I got some other documentation and cool things for the system, and it was just awesome. And this wasn't actually in there, but here it is now. So that helps complete the set of documents, and books, and manuals and stuff. Now I really want to get a Mac Plus. I mean, I've wanted one for a very long time, but thanks so much. That's so cool, man. All right, got one here from Josh. Okay, I got a little note here. Let's see. Once again, say how much I love your channel. Thank you. Enclosed are the AMD Interwave sound card. I will put them to good use. Never used these. If you want any of those rendition add-ons for Papyrus's IndyCar Racing, let them know. Thank you very much, Josh. Yeah. I think this came up because I actually covered the Argus Gravis Ultrasound clone over on my Blurbs channel, which is based on the Gravis Ultrasound plug-and-play, and that uses an AMD Interwave chip. And here is another card that uses that same Interwave chip, I believe. Yeah, it looks pretty darn similar. So, an STB Systems, I believe this is a compact card, like a, yeah, one of theirs, whatever. What was it called? Yeah, there's the compact number. I want to say it's like just a compact ultrasound, something like that. But yeah, Gravis Ultrasound plug-and-play OEM version of a sort with one of those Interwave chips. Looking forward to trying this. And this other one, oh man, look at that. Is a Rendition Verite V2200, an AGP. This one happens to be from Hercules Technology. Ooh, the Hercules Thriller 3D. They had such bonkers names. There's another one of these Hercules cards been meaning to cover just because the name is so funny to me. The Hercules Terminator Beast Savage something or other. It's so stupid. Yeah, their names for these Hercules cards. Anyway, thank you very much for sending these in. Definitely want to try them on like Windows 95, 98 build. I got one here, pretty hefty vinyl package from Germany, from Vinyl Digital. Oh man, whoa, this is full of stuff. All right, got a couple of business cards. Patrick and Tobias, thank you for hooking me up with this. So I recognize a couple of these, but I'm seeing stuff too that I don't. Like a sampler pack of all kinds of things. Wow. All right. So, dude, this is awesome. Pomfret Fresh Beets. I'm digging the look of this. We have something vaporwavy looking. Neonites Cyber Reality. I got a Gradius soundtrack. NES, Famicom, and MSX versions. That's awesome. And Zuntata Taito Sound Team Arcade Classics Volume 3. Look at all these, man. Really cool stuff. Yeah, got a little 45 here, or 7-inch at least. Gunship, Black Blood Red Kiss with Kat Von D. Okay. Bunch of stickers, dude. Those are looking rad. Oh, we got like a... Oh. Thanks a ton for your awesome videos. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thank you very much. From April. And a couple of cassettes. Awesome. Dude, what in the world? The Willy's Wonderland soundtrack? That's like that Five Nights at Freddy's ripoff thing with Nick Cage. I haven't actually seen that. Didn't even know I had a soundtrack worth putting on cassette. That's awesome. And what is this? 1-2 Snow Volume 6. There's a lot to check out here. Thank you very much for the promotional goodies. All right, got one here from Miguel. It's actually a couple of packages. Oh, yeah, I remember this now. He was telling me about, I guess he works for the North Carolina Department of Transportation, or perhaps the folks responsible for putting together these books. Just some local stuff. Dude. Yeah, this is where I live. It's kind of a nice place. Like, seriously, these places are just down the road. Let's see if I can find anything real close. Oh, heck yeah, Mount Mitchell, dude. Been there many, many times. Love going there. Good old Pisgah Loop. It's another favorite. Just like driving around there. From Linville Falls, Lake James, that whole area. Yeah, man. That's my house. No, it's not, but it's really not that. Like, this is seriously like just down the road. Good old Black Mountain. Spent a lot of time there. Thank you for this. It's funny, you know, I never think ever about picking these kind of things up because I see them all the time nearby. More North Kakalaki things, some magnets. Heck yeah, man. Oh yeah, all right. So, as promised, here's the Radio Shack 22-310 oscilloscope. Got it in 98, just as he was going to college to become an electronics technician. Worked at Radio Shack at the time. A lot of kind words there. Thank you so much. And yeah, man, yeah, seemed like you blinked your eyes and another company was taking a brave step towards the unknown with tech. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. But almost each step forward has led us to where we are and where we'll continue to go. That is exactly the kind of thing I like to get across here on LGR. So glad it's appreciated. He also says, I'll be sending you the North Carolina Scenic Byway book that his office develops. Awesome. Check this thing out. This I was really intrigued by because I actually got a Radio Shack multimeter that also plugged into a computer not too long ago. And then this is, it looks along the same range maybe. It's got some software and a serial connection, but yeah, it's a probe style oscilloscope. Works with Windows, Windows 95, and MS-DOS. Oh, would you look at that? Got a little screen there, and yeah, interface just plugs in. And the cables, clips, serial stuff, a little manual, and the software. Definitely want to get this backed up. Thank you so much, Miguel, and I hope you and your wife continue to enjoy the show. Oh, I recognize the name here. This is from Leo in Greece. Wonder what he sent this time. Yeah, I've actually received another couple of packages from him recently that I haven't shown because they're going to be for future projects. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and see what we got here. It's like a straight through 9-pin. And a couple of things. Actually, I think... Oh man, yeah, okay, this is totally different. Well, good, I'm glad I opened it here. This right here is an Action Replay clone using an Altera FPGA, I guess. This is really interesting. So I've covered the PC Action Replay. It takes, you know, DOS games and lets you apply all sorts of interesting hacks and cheats and memory things. And then there's like this external box plug-in thing. And you press the button or flip the switch to activate certain functions of the Action Replay itself, you know, applying cheats and hacks. And this goes to the back of your computer, and this is a clone of that. And those things are very hard to find now, the originals. I do have one of those now too, so this would be extremely cool to cover at some point. Yeah, and he sent me so many other things too, so you're going to be seeing those as I get to them in other projects. Thank you very much. All right, got this one here from Tanner. Okay. This is awesome. So this certainly helps out completing things. I've been going for a complete PC Gamer collection And here are a couple of issues that I was missing. This is a classic here. Issue number 100, the Special Collector's Edition, as well as this one going over the review for GTA 3. These are both from 2002. So that's awesome. Didn't have these. I have these CDs, like the demo discs that go along with them, but I did not have the actual issues of the magazine. So thank you very much. Yeah, I'm not trying to collect every single one of them. I mean, maybe that'll happen if things keep going, but yeah, I'm trying to get everything from like 96 to 2002. And I've got the majority of them, but not absolutely everything yet. Thank you very much. All right, looks like another record, or more than one, who knows, from Aural Records, Aural Pleasure Records. Wow, got quite a thing here. The big old greetings. Hey, look at this, is a print shop. And the background definitely is. All right, so we have the surprise is a retro arcade carpet cork platter mat. That's awesome. Just the ticket to bring a bit of nostalgia directly to your stereo system, ground in Doritos dust and Pepsi stains not included. Well, that's good. So this is just one of a small handful of pre-production samples. Pre-order page is at auralpleasurerecords.com, and also latest release it is King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizards Demos Volume 1+2. Neat. Well, thank you so much. Wow, mastered at the legendary Abbey Road Studios. All right, dude. Oh, and they're infinitely looping locked grooves on all four sides. That's pretty rad. I'm enjoying that too. The just the art in general, like a, I don't know, weird compression artifacts or like filters going on there. Yeah, it looks like it shot off of a CRT. Got the moire effect going on there. Oh, okay, so yeah, we got the classic cork on this side, and like like a, this is not just arcade flooring, but this is like worn down arcade flooring. Yeah, that looks like it's got beer and cigarettes and Doritos all in it. In fact, I have this right here, this mat from, it's like a mouse pad type of thing, from the Replicade Amusements folks, New Wave Toys, for their miniature arcade machines. And this is an arcade flooring style thing, but you see how bright and clean and fresh it is compared to that. This is what they actually look like. Yeah, after a while, because yeah, they just got all worn down. So, I mean, I dig both of these, but that's really cool. I appreciate the dedication to making it look like crap. So thank you very much. Okay, well, this has got a bunch of LGR things on here. This is from Drew. Microsoft Bob, IBM PC logo, Sound Blaster, Maxis, Vet, that's a throwback. IBM logo, Duke Nukem, yeah. Oh man, yeah, okay. Thanks for taking this off my hands. You're welcome, Drew. He saw it at Goodwill Outlet, immediately thought of me. Yeah. Currently typing this letter inside the letter writer in Microsoft Bob. Now that's a commitment to the bit. After my episode on it, you fell in love with it. Good for you. So look at this. This is very much something that I would pick up at Goodwill or anywhere else. Church Office Pro 4 CD-ROM Deluxe Edition. Preacher's illustrations, jokes, bulletin art, sermon library. Oh my goodness. As the son of a preacher and missionary family members and just growing up in the church, going through all of that, this is hilarious to me. I very much remember seeing these programs and using these programs and things like them, or just, you know, not these exact programs, but this stuff, man, going to friggin' Zondervan and like seeing these things often sold for like $80. They were just always overpriced. I don't know what it is about these places, but anyway. Okay, so that's your documentation, huh? Hey, the thing is, you often saw these things put together by random companies that had nothing to do with anything religious normally. Expert Software and Soft Key and things like that. They would just put stuff out. This actually looks like they might, well, who knows? What is with these emails? Logos.com, ellisenterprises.com, faultyit.com, and topics. This is a collection. Randomness Thank you very much. God bless it. Got one here from Kinsey. Yeah, that Kinsey Burke. She just left for Japan, so she must have like just sent this because this only came the other day. Oh, dude. Wow. Speaking of Microsoft, Bob, look at that bit of swag. Oh, that is incredible. It's got the Comic Sans. Is this real? All right. I didn't expect that. Oh, man, there's all kinds of things in here. So, yeah, Kinsey was going through having to downsize and, just putting things away because she's moving out of the country, going to Japan. Yeah, so here's an Interplay mug. That looks legit old. That's awesome. Love Interplay stuff. Got some discs. Wow. Outrun for the Amiga. Thunderblade, also for the Amiga. Fool's Errand. Doesn't say what system. Maybe the Amiga, yeah. Wow, this is generous. Okay. Got the Loom cassette tape. This came in certain boxed versions of the classic adventure game by Lucasfilm Games. LucasArts. I don't remember which one. Yeah, Lucasfilm Games at that point. That's awesome. Wow. And more Amiga discs. Loom. Right there, Shinobi, Swords of Twilight, Afterburner. Now this I'm intrigued by. I do not recognize this. Disciples of Steel. Megasoft Entertainment. It's a pretty quality feeling manual too. Like a role-playing game maybe? Oh, so by FormGen, I guess. They distributed it. Huh. Disciples of Steel. I'm going to have to look this up. And here is the thing I actually knew was coming. This is a prototype of the Microsoft Twisty Boy. Yeah, this is the Sidewinder Dual Strike, I believe is what it was called once it was released. But this is a pre-release version of it. Don't know how she got it. The Seattle people and their secrets, man. Who knows? But yeah, there's like no markings on it. Just some inside. And yeah, this is slightly different. Of course, you got the transparent housing, but yeah, non-finalized Microsoft product. That's extremely cool. Wow. Thank you very much, Kinsey, and I wish you all of the luck at your new home in Japan with Chuhai and all that. And thanks for the stuff. All right, got one here from Jared. Power supply and cable. Oh man, would you look at this beautiful thing. That is a Toshiba Libretto 100 count. I always want to say count. It's a 100 CT, but yeah. Beautiful. Oh, Pentium MMX Ultrabook, tiny little thingy. It's got a Xircom Ethernet and modem combo, it looks like. That's awesome. I've got a 50 CT, but not this one, and I do want to do a video on the librettos. I was just going to do the 50 CT, but if I've got this one too, I may as well extend the the range of what I'm covering. These are so neat. I assume the battery will not work, but yeah. Let me just plug it in real quick. Look at that tiny little power supply plug. Little tiny thing. It's different than the 50. Oh yeah, Windows 98. Taking its sweet time to start up. Don't even hear the hard drive anymore. Come on now. I actually don't know or remember if this is fully working or what exactly it needs. These usually need a little bit of something, but there was no note in here, so I'd have to refer back to the email. But it's just a beautiful little machine. So cool. Got a little mouse nub thing here. A couple of mouse buttons in the back. Wow. Yeah, it's been a few minutes. It's just stuck there. Nothing's happening. So either way though, beautiful machine. These are so neat, and I really do look forward to covering more of the libretto experience at some point in the future. Little mini audio jacks and everything. Oh man. Yeah. Thank you for sending this in. Right. Got this one from Matt. The package has a bulge in it. Whoa. Hope this package finds me well. It does. As in the email, it is the CD drive, ISA card, and cable to connect the two. Sweet! I've been repairing and building PCs like this since they were the latest tech out. Indeed. Thank you. I'm very glad you've been enjoying the videos. I appreciate the donation. I really hope it works because I've genuinely always wanted one of these styles of CD-ROMs. I don't know if I can open it here, but look at that. So you've got that there, and then this opens up like this. So it's like the entire CD-ROM comes out of the 5 1/4 inch drive bay. You stick your CD in there, close it back up. It's just such a neat mechanism. Yeah, it's like loading a cartridge of ammunition or something. And thank goodness it has the CD-ROM controller card as well. These can be significantly harder to find than the drives. In fact, I've seen some of these drives, but never the card that goes along with it. A lot of times, you can find the other compatible interface and a lot of sound cards and things, multi-IO cards, but having the original is always great. Love the RCA out there. Let's see, what is this exactly? This is a Mitsumi. It is CRMC LU002S, made in 1992. So maybe double speed, whatever it is. Yeah, hopefully it works. If nothing else, it looks incredible. I love how that looks and the whole mechanism. Thank you very much. All right, this one comes from Matt. Ooh, now this is actually from Matt Harushka. Same guy who loaned me that ThinkPad, the new unbox one to unbox. Look at this. We have an IBM ThinkPad enhanced port replicator. So it's compatible with the 380 series. Let's look at this side. I have a 380 XD that I would love to use with this, and I will be doing that. The fact that it's in box, I mean, this thing has never been opened. It's still got the IBM seal for quality stickers on there. That is fantastically cool. Don't know where he finds these sealed IBM things like this for the ThinkPads. Thank you so much, Matt. Like, check out all the stuff it had. You got serial, SVGA, mouse, keyboard ports, parallel, floppy disk, MIDI and joystick interface, your headphone, line in, card bus slot, USB. This is so cool. Super useful. Got this one here from Andrew. No notes. I hope this Oddware Industrial motherboard results in some sort of cool old and not so old mashup. Me too! Oh, ho, 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 ho. So look at this. We have an MB950 Intel Core i3, i5, or i7 ATX motherboard with a host of fascinating interfaces and connections. Somewhat similar to what I did with my weird pointy pyramid PC build where I did Linux and stuff on there, and it had, PCI and whatnot, serial and parallel and all that. So this also provides parallel. What? There's a processor in here? Well, that is an Intel Core i5, i5 750. Did processors normally come in kits like this? Dude. Look at this selection of goodness. So we've got, of course, the different PCI Express lanes that you'd expect and the modern memory and all that, SATA and all that. But IDE, 4 PCI slots, and 16-bit ISA just right on there. That's awesome. That's so cool. Yeah, so we got onboard serial there. We saw the parallel little breakout cable there as well, and USB and Ethernets and audio and PS2s. Just kind of the best of all worlds in a way. I'm not sure about the best, but it's a mixture of old and new. So I will absolutely be putting this to use either in like an updated Pyramid PC build or something else. Thank you so much. We got a large but lightweight one here from Brandon. Brandon Cobb, friend of the show. You can always tell he's always got the illustrations. He's sent over a lot of things over the years. Things to borrow for Oddware and whatnot. The illustrations continue. Oh man, what has Discman done this time? Good old Brando and Discman. All right, so here is A thing? James Pond underwater agent running water. What is this? Like, I'm familiar with James Pond 1 and 2 and whatnot, but it's like an edutainment version by Thames Water in Swindon. Well, that is intriguing. Yeah, what the heck? It's Acorn Archimedes stuff. Wow. Well, who knew? I mean, maybe I just had no idea that there were James Pond edutainment games, but there are. There's even a poster. Yeah, look at that. Stick that up in the classroom next to the Archimedes in the corner. Love this kind of stuff. Wow. 1995. How long did they use the Archimedes in schools? I mean, if it was like here, I still remember seeing Apple IIs in the 90s. But not like by 95. By then they'd moved on to like cheaper Macs or cheaper IBM, or like gateways, you know, IBM clones. Anyway, and also we have, I don't know, Burning Fest return. Looks well illustrated. Windows 95, 98, Pentium 2. Hey, Japanese computer software I will always welcome. Wow, dude. Oh, my word. Well, this company certainly had an aesthetic, didn't they? Mystic Wind. So many girls in bikinis. And here is the disc. Asuka, 120%. Dude, no idea. But I'm intrigued. Thank you for the surprise things, Brandon. I did not know what in the world would be in that package. I never would have anticipated these because I've never heard of them. This is awesome. Got one here from Nick. All right, a very polygonal mouse. Clint, this is what I imagined the mouse looked like that originally made the damage to the Spectre game box. Well, I know what this is now. So I did a video over on Blurbs talking about not only Spectre VR, but all of the other games in the boxes, really. Because there was a book that came out, kind of a coffee table art book showing the boxes of Hakuayo. And, well, this is one of them. And yeah, a little bit of mouse damage there, little nibbly bits, but this is such a rare box. And he had an extra, and he's like, hey, you want it? And I'm like, sure, dude. It's still going to look amazing on a shelf. So I have the other Spectre boxes. I showed my entire range of the designs by Mr. Yo over on that video on Blurbs. So check that out if you're curious, but I've never ever once come across this version of Spectre. Spectre Supreme for the Mac. That's so cool. The Spectre games, always been fond of them ever since coming across them in the 90s. Thank you so much. Even with the nibbles, it does look pretty tasty. All right, got one here from Charles. All right, got a note here. Hope the clock got to me in one piece. Man, I hope so too. Oh yeah. Well, I really hope so. I'm excited now that I remember what this is. So, knobs are in there. It restored it. He cleaned it, oiled the gear set, fixed some cracked gears. Still using its original blacklight UV tube from 1976. This is going to be really cool. Excited to see where it ends up in my set. Yeah, I'm putting together a new set, kind of like a 1970s, early 80s room to film things in. Hopefully, we'll see. Might take a while, but yeah, I definitely want to put this in there along with a bunch of other things. Just sort of fits my, I don't know, look and feel and vibe. Initially wrote this on a Mac SE SuperDrive, but it wouldn't print on the LaserWrite 2G Drat. Thanks anyway, Charles. Okay, I got some knobs. Wow, I'm almost tempted not to open this up here and just do like a video about it on Blurbs. Nah, I'm gonna open it. Yes. So this is a General Electric 74365A, I believe, with their ChronoGlow technology and like, yeah, 1970s backlighting insanity. It's a flip clock with a UV reactive characters and numbers and all that, and a little This should look incredible. Yeah, 7-4365A. Walnut grain finish on polystyrene. Only the finest in imitation wood grain. Right, so this one is the radio and tuning knob. And this other one is time and alarm. I love flip clocks. I blame Back to the Future for that, but they're just so cool. Yeah, this is one of those kind of things that I dream of finding in a thrift store every time I look through their old clocks and electronics and such, but you just never run across these anymore. Especially not one like this, dude. Well, oh, there we go. There we go. Oh yeah, dude, this, oh, if you don't find this incredible looking, I don't know what to tell you, but every single thing about this I find extremely appealing. The fake walnut, the design of the Star Wars looking knobs, just the slant on there and the little wow. Chrono Glow. So yeah, this will be an incredible looking thing on the set. I'm just gonna like set up some late 70s, early 80s computers next to this on top of like a who knows what kind of wood grain things, and want to get some wood paneling, the whole deal, man. I'm gonna turn this on. All right, got it plugged in. Look at that. Yeah, I got this just like a little blacklight tube. Makes it glow ever so slightly with those neon letters. That's awesome. Now, unfortunately, let me get the light back on here. Yeah, it does seem that this function knob doesn't connect to anything. So we have to try and fix that. Kind of a core knob, it needs to work. I do get volume. Not that I can pick up anything other than just scary analog sounds. Oh, of course, who knows what that actually is. Because I'm basically in a bunker. Anyway, yeah, it seems to work otherwise. Thank you so much for sending this beautiful piece of tech in. Get that thing fixed up and yeah, have a fantastic piece to put on the new LGR set, or one of them anyway. All right, this one comes from David in Portugal. All right, it's from Deckard Games, David. Hey Clint, here's the thing. Really digging the business card as well with the little teeny clothespin. Oh man, that's always fun. Got a SimCity 2000 box art mouse pad. Neat. And what is this? Oh yes. So this is a key stick and garage, apparently. Yeah, clips onto cursor keys, adds a little joystick. Oh man, this is wonderful. I have been looking for, not this one in particular, but one of these type of things for a very, very, very long time. I did a blurb on a little numpad kind of version-ish, but this is way more advanced, so to speak. Okay. Wow, look at this. So it's a joystick that goes over your keys, and it's quite squeaky. This is so silly. I love the idea. This is got like a monitor holder, like a holster. Thank you very much, David. And yeah, check out his various channels and social things. Deckard Games. Pretty tall one here from Jafir. Yeah, got a letter. So here are those IBM Aptiva accessories I mentioned. Picked them up a few years ago and was just getting into vintage computers again and saw a Facebook Marketplace ad for a giant pile of old floppy disks. So happy to pass it along to hopefully make a more aesthetic and matching computer. Name brand stuff just looks better with matching parts. Thank you very much. And yeah, this is going to go with IBM Aptiva machine that I got not too long ago and want to do a restoration on. Yeah, those certainly have a look to them. How angular. And we got IBM keyboard as well. Pretty neat to have all these controls over on the side like this. Often they're on top or something, but not this one. So look at that. Sleep, help, internet, word processor, spreadsheet, whatever you want. Play CD, and you got your media controls, transport controls, mute. Very clicky little side buttons. These are very squishy, membrane-like. So here's the model number, KB7993. Don't know if these exactly were the original parts that came with that IBM that I have. They look great, and I mean, they're from the right generation, so they're going to look really good with it, especially once they're cleaned up. So thank you very much for all of these things, getting closer to making that happen. All right, got this one here from Ryan. Note, I hope the Dazzle, the world's first true digital video adapter, finds me well. Written in Microsoft Word 97. Comic Sans, too. Apparently he was helping his parents move out of his old childhood home and came across this in a box. Been watching ever since the Sims 3 review. Wow. That's a long time. It's like, what, 13 years or something? 14? I don't know. Thank you so much, and hope you continue to enjoy. I can't believe how old I'm getting. Wow. Oh man, I don't know what's more dazzling, the glittery logo there or the packaging. But yeah, check this thing out. I very, very clearly remember seeing these things back then, and I had a later version of it. I think we borrowed for some project and never had one again. It wasn't this exact one, but that box looks pretty similar. Anyway, it's like a little capture device. I mean, that's what it is. Connects over parallel, if I recall. Look at that. Our videos are so crappy that it'll fit on one zip disk. How things have moved on. But yeah, oh dude, got some Kai's Power Goo there. That's how I first got that back in the day, was a bundle. It wasn't this one, but it was a kind of related media bundle thing. Yeah, that's like all in there. We're gonna leave that there for now. Specifications here. Works on a Pentium 133 or faster with 16 megs of RAM, Windows 95. Fantastic. Yeah, I don't know what form of video this will take exactly, but I have a few different capture devices like this now. Even some earlier than that. Oh man, and some going back to like the late 80s. Who knows? It's like the more of these things that I get, the more the scope of a potential video or videos expands. Thank you. All right, just a couple left. Oh, this is the heaviest one by far. What in the world? This one seems to be from Robert. Oh man. Well, this is packed very full, so I hope it's all intact. But the damage doesn't look too much more than cosmetic. We'll see, I suppose. Anyway, look at this. We have a Macintosh clone from Motorola. Yeah, one of those licensed clones that Apple allowed for a time back in the day. I don't know exactly what this would equate to in terms of like the Macintosh equivalent. But yeah, I've always wanted to cover one of these, so let's see, which one is this? I don't remember. StarMax 3000/4000 DT series, particularly the DTM-CL. Truly don't know what to expect. I have never used one. I mean, I've used a lot of Macs from this time period, but never a clone. And have some plasticky parts inside of here. I got an ADB Mac extended keyboard. Neat. Ooh. Always like the way that those feel. That kind of lower profile keycaps. And what is this? We have a SCSI drive. External hard disk? Ooh, yeah, that didn't fare so well either. Ugh. Well, it is an Alliance Peripheral Systems. I don't know what. That's all it says. Either way, though, I don't think it survived, whatever it was. Decided to open it up. That's a... Oh, man. So, either wasn't attached in here or wasn't very well attached and totally came apart. Anyway, interesting. So we got a Quantum Drive, Pro Drive LPS. Don't see a capacity on here. Yeah, just external SCSI drive. It may or may not still work. I guess we'll see at some point. Yeah, just have to open it up real quick. Whoa. Oh, I don't even want to breathe. Oh my goodness. Well, you see the Apple computer logo there. 820-0880-A. Don't know if that tells me what the exact model number is for this StarMax, but this thing is going to need a lot of work. Anyway, thank you very much for sending this in. Hopefully I can get it put back together and nothing was too broken with the computer itself. These I'm not worried about so much because I have alternatives for those, but this computer is pretty darn neat. All right, last one. And it's huge, like 2 feet by 3 feet. I can kind of tell what it is. Well, this is quite the thing. So this is a Creative surround station, I believe from the late 90s, beginning of the 2000s, and some assembly required. I think this goes up in the middle towards the top there, but yeah, the whole idea here is that you place your CRT monitor right here on this big base, and then these arms stretch out to go behind you, and you can put surround sound speakers so that you get them behind your head while also being able to like fold up and kind of out of the way. It's pretty ridiculous and I love it. So I gotta try this out. This is the kind of stuff that I remember seeing up as like demo units at stores back in the day. Like, ooh, try out the new surround sound audio from Real or Creative Labs or whatever. I only ever saw these in stores, never knew anybody who actually had one. On that note, I didn't find a note or anything in a box, but I did have an email from a person I got it from named Kai, and they worked at Microsoft for over 30 years, from 1988 to 2019, an OEM readiness architect, working with all kinds of companies. But yeah, also used this Creative surround station back in 99 to 05 to play Counter-Strike on the corporate LAN after hours. I mean, if that's not some amazing pedigree, I don't know what is. So honored to give this a home, Kai. Thank you so much. I really cannot wait to test out some like surround sound EAX audio, maybe some Real Vortex stuff too. This is, it's like all metal. This is just neat. Wow. And that is all for this donations unboxing video. Thank you very much to everyone once again for sending in all of this greatness, as well as offering to send in things, which I've had to decline so many over the past 5 months or whatever it's been. And who knows what it's going to be like going forward from here, because this might actually be the final time I do an unboxing in this location. I'm planning on moving here pretty soon, so my storage situation shall be changing. And honestly, a lot of things are changing. So stay tuned for fresh LGR stuff in the future as I get the time to do it. Thank you very much for watching and supporting LGR.